What's going on, Team Reality MV? This is Diamond Ryan here, and I'm going to spend a couple of quick minutes with you guys on what I believe is one of the most important skills in Monavie. And this is going to come right out of pages 62 and 63 in the playbook. And it's all about contacting and inviting, specifically step 7. It's titled Extend an Invitation. And this is by far one of the most critical, most important skills you need to develop if you want to have success in your Monavie business. It's a numbers game. You've heard that before. The more people we talk to, the more money that we can make, the more success we can have. And the bottom line is, a lot of the people that we need to talk to need us to talk to them. They're praying for something like this. This is the answer to their prayers. But if we don't get confident with the ability to talk to them in an effective way, then we're going to have limited results, and there's a lot of people out there, again, that need this. And so I want to talk to you about specifically what's in the playbook as a technique to start that conversation called FORM. It's family, occupation, recreation, and motivation. And so when you contact people, you're not going to dive right in and start talking about Monavie. You're going to go through your list. You're going to strike up a normal conversation with them that you might do any other time that has nothing to do with Monavie. You want to find out, how's their family doing? How are things going with their occupation? What have they been up to lately with regards to recreation? Have they been getting to do as much of the recreational things as they want to do? And then at the end of the day, motivation. And typically what's going to happen is, in those first 3 topics, you're going to learn a little bit about what their motivation might be, because generally speaking, people aren't getting enough time with their family. They're overworking and spending too many hours on their occupation. They're not making the money they want to make, and because of those first 2 things, the F and the O, the R, which is for recreation, they're not getting to do as much of that as they want, and so that typically is what leads to the M, which is the motivation. From there, what you want to do, and this is really where I think the technique and the skill comes in that makes this powerful. The whole objective in contacting them is to get them in front of the information. It's not for you to be the message, but it's for you to be the messenger. And so an effective invite is one that creates intrigue. Your whole goal after you've done the FORM is to try to create some intrigue to get them to be willing and to want to come and see the presentation, to either agree to a one-on-one or to come to a tasting party. And if you can get your prospect curious, they will then have a desire to come see what you're up to satisfy their own curiosity, not necessarily to do you the favor of coming and looking at a business opportunity. And so the way we went about this is simply this. We'd work through our list, we'd call, we would do the FO, the R, the M, and as we're wrapping up that dialogue, we would just simply utilize a transition. If they said something with regards to family or occupation or recreation or what have you, that's a perfect transition statement. So if I'm talking to a buddy of mine named James, and James is telling me that he's sick of his commute and he hasn't gotten to go snow skiing or snowboarding lately because he's working too much and money's been tight, I would simply say something like this. Hey, you know what, James? Listen, I hear you, man. I know exactly how you're feeling. That's exactly where we were at. And I got to tell you something, man. We have got our hands on something really, really special that might allow you to have more time with your family, to go snowboarding more often, whatever they talked about in their FORM. We've got our hands on something big. It's an amazing business opportunity. The company's breaking records. It's an Inc. 500 multi-billion-dollar company. The people that we've met and that we're hooked up with are just the most phenomenal, down-to-earth people. And man, we're having a great time. And listen, here's the bottom line. I know this is going to be huge for our family. I don't know if it'll be for you or not, but neither will you until you come and get the information. This is not one of these deals where I'm going to try to hammer you and talk you into anything, but what I do know is this. I wouldn't feel like I was being a very good friend. I would feel like I was doing you a disservice, or I would feel like I was potentially costing you and your family potentially one of the biggest blessings that might ever come your way if I did not at least reach out to you and do my very, very best to get you in front of the information. I cannot do this thing justice over the phone, but it's big. I'm telling you, Google kind of big. And man, we're fired up. I know it's going to change things for our family, and I would just hate to see you miss out on it. Listen, whether it's for you or not, either way is fine with me. My only objective is to get you in front of the information, and from there I will respect your decision, whatever it is. But all I know is this: if The only bad choices in life are typically the uninformed ones, and so I don't want to see you miss out on this for a lack of getting the information. My whole goal is to get you equipped to make an informed decision, and I promise whatever you decide from that point, I will respect your decision. I'm not going to bug you. I'm not going to hammer you to do this, but I'm going to be extremely persistent with you until we can find a time to get you in front of the information. And from there, you set the appointment. You invite them to your tasting party, or you set the one-on-one. And I think this is a great way to invite people. It's been extremely effective for us to get to Diamond, and we're well on our way to Blue Diamond. And I just hope this information helps you guys. It's right out of the playbook. And so I know you guys can do this thing. Get out there and contact people. Add to your list every day. And God bless you guys. Team Reality believes in you. I believe in you, and I know you can do it.